Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. Thank you for all the donations that's been coming in. Thank you so much. Appreciate you and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged and some is not. The Fair Act use is in my description box, so let's get to it, y'all. So I did a video yesterday and I was talking about Key Glock, that he might be sending out subliminal messages. Well, y'all can scratch that, because when I listen to this song, and even one of my subscribers brought it to my attention, to look into him a little bit more. Okay, y'all? I'm not thinking that anymore. And I already was kind of on the fence with Key Glock in the first place, but I'm really on the fence with him now. This song came out 5 years ago, y'all. 5 years ago. And this song seems as if they're talking about Dolph in this song, to be honest with y'all. It seems as if they're talking about him. With everything that he's went through with Black Youngster and CMG and everything that, that's coming out now about Straight Drop and Key Glock, it seems as if they were lining him up way back yonder, y'all. Now, I want y'all to think about every time that Dolph, they came at Dolph to try to take his life. I want y'all to think about this, okay? And think about who stood to gain some things and move up in rank. Key Glock, y'all. Key Glock was the first one that took off when Dolph was taken out. And I told you, it looked like he was just grabbing up stuff and getting out of Dodge. Was he taking things that not only belonged to him, but belonged to Dolph as well, y'all? Ask yourself this question. If another artist from PRE knew that Dolph had this $100 million account, don't you think Glock knew about it too, y'all? Glock is the one that was connecting Dolph with the same people that allegedly took him out. He's the one that connected them. I told y'all. Key Glock is to Dolph what Rain Man was to Mo3. The person that played both sides. And in the end, he was not really for Mo3. And in the end, this guy don't seem like he was for Dolph. Now, this song came out 5 years ago. And yeah, I know a lot of rappers, they talk about, teddy bears and t-shirts and this and that. But he's mentioning a lot of things that seems as if they're talking about Dolph. He mentions 100 rounds. He mentions about, his little niggas is ready. His little niggas on that mob stuff. Remember I told y'all, mob ties. He is saying that, his hitters have mob ties. He's saying this in the song, y'all. He sings about, trying to duck the feds, which is going on in this case. He sings about, they're singing about, they are retarded. We all been saying Black Youngster got some screws missing. So yeah, it seems as if they were talking about Dolph in this song right here. This song was done by Key Glock and Black Youngster. This is weird, y'all. Dolph was into it with Black Youngster. Dolph was into it with CMG. He was into it with Yo Gotti. They tried several times to take his life. And if y'all think about it, who gave the drop on those other times of where he was at particular locations that he was hit up at back then? Was Key Glock the inside key that was telling the ops where and when that Dolph was going places? And I know people are like, oh, that's his cousin. That's not his cousin. They're not cousins. What I'm hearing is he's a cousin to someone else that's close to Dolph. his baby mama, something like that. But he is not no kin really to Dolph. And yeah, everybody's putting up pictures of him and Dolph when they were younger and all of this stuff. That don't mean nothing. That do not mean a thing. I have pictures of people when I was younger with them, but they hate my guts. And I've never done anything but try to help people in the family. So that does not mean anything, even if he was family, but he is not. I know everybody didn't been through this, that have family members that they just don't deal with. And it's not because you hate that person, it's because the person hates you. For no reason. Some people just builds up some hate in their mind and they hate you. And you've done nothing to them. Only thing I've ever done to some people was maybe overhelp them. But in the end, they thought about it later, like, yeah, she was right. But after that, I'm gone. Especially if, you don't see when somebody's trying to help you. Because you can't see through the hate and the jealousy. So don't tell me that this guy right here could not be a jealous person. He's somebody that knocked out Dolph's windows to his cars because he wanted some attention. That shows you right there that this guy didn't even care about Dolph. He didn't care about Dolph's belongings until he thought they belonged to him. Think about it, y'all. Where did this $100 million account disappear to? That he was supposed to pay Empire so that he can buy into Empire. Where did this money go, y'all? And if Key Glock, if somebody from PRE knew about it, the account, you don't think Key Glock knew about it too? He was the first person that packed up all his stuff and ran. Did he know where the money was, y'all? Did he have access to that account? Did Dolph trust him that much? And all along he was snaking him. Was he giving the drops on Dolph all along, y'all? Was he working with the Makedas now? Because we are hearing now, I am hearing this, that, Raven establishment, you had to be buzzed in and out. So if everybody's running around here saying, like, why the cookie shop? Why the cookie shop? The cookie shop made it convenient for the hitters. If you think about it, they made it convenient. They put pictures on the window so that you wouldn't see certain things from the outside, They put things on the window to map out where exactly Dolph was hit up at. And another thing that we need to find out, did they have that buzzer on the door, all along? Or is that something they just added when they added the new cameras? Because that means a lot. Did they add, that you have to get buzzed in and out of their store? Because if they added that when they added the cameras, they were preparing for this. They were preparing for it. And it makes all the sense that it happened inside of there. Because if somebody just wanted to take him out, why didn't they take him out at the gas station? I see people on the news get hit up at the gas station all the time. So if everybody knew and they was following him like everybody's saying, why not there? They waited until he got inside of that cookie shop. And if he could not get out, he had to be buzzed out. That's red flags, y'all. This seems like it was all premeditated. That they planned for this. You don't get new cameras in 2 weeks before this go down, but you have no footage of Dolph on the camera. You have no footage of the whole incident going down. You don't have no footage of Dolph going in and out. They're not showing none of that. When he went inside of the place, did he go in there with anybody? They're not showing us that. He was taken out in the corner over there in a blind spot that's not covered in the camera. He was inside of an establishment where they had to buzz him out all of a sudden. Now, if this all his cameras and new stuff was being added, he didn't know about the door. Even if he had been coming in there 6 years, was all the 6 years that he was coming in there, was it a buzz on the door, y'all? Did you have to get buzzed in and out? Ask yourself this question, because it's something we need to know. And we can't listen to Raven, because every time she opened her mouth, she lied. So even if she did answer the question, can we believe her as to when they put that buzzer in? If the buzzer was already there, then Dolph was just caught sleeping. He should have known better than that. But if that buzzer was just added with the new cameras, Dolph wouldn't have knew about it. He would not have known. Right before he was coming into town, his favorite spot, then, added some new things, new cameras, so that you could clearly see the guys with the pro shop hats. It's a lot of advertisement going on with this whole case. Have y'all ever heard of establishments putting up, GoFundMe's and collecting money, and the very next day at that, y'all, the very next day, they put up this GoFundMe. They were the first people to start collecting money. Maybe because if you think about it, Key Glock was the first person that left, got out of Dodge. So did he have access to that money, y'all? Okay. $100 million is a lot of money to be stashed away somewhere. He was the first person to leave. Not only was he the first person to leave, this other guy, the one that is his mother got hit up, he's been really quiet. You don't hear anything about him either. The Mob Wilson guy. It's just so many things that's red flags, y'all. Red flags. This whole song seemed like he's talking about Dolph, y'all. A lot of red flags. Now all of a sudden he's popping up talking about Dolph, but he's advertising new music at the same time. Where did you disappear to? And why? Why did you up and leave? You're the one that was in the middle of all of these, every time Dolph was getting into it with people, he was the one that was getting into it with these other artists. Or was that all fake just so they could take Dolph out? Because if Key Glock was the one getting into it with all of these other people, why wasn't they going after Key Glock? Because I'm hearing that Key Glock, started some little stuff with Lamigo, somebody like that, Little Mexico or something. But why not go after Key Glock? Why go after Dolph? And then some people was like, oh, they went after Dolph because Dolph was the person that was holding them all together. But was he? I mean, Dolph was just a money maker. And he made enough of money to the point where he himself noticed that I'm starting to make a lot of money. They're going to try to take me out. But he was thinking other people. But it was the people that was around him that seems as if that they were the ones that's lining him up. I want y'all to just think about this. Every time Dolph was, hit up out of town, wherever he was, Key Glock knew wherever he was. Was he that inside person? And if this is the case, was Dolph's brother working with Key Glock now? Did he play a part, or did Key Glock set this up? This is other things that you need to, we need to find out. Now, there's some more information that's coming out. I don't know how true all of this is, but I'm hearing that the chief of police was under investigation, y'all. They're saying that the chief of Memphis was under investigation for another, crime that took place of trying to set up somebody that was, not even a street person. So, they already had her on the radar. So I am hearing that, it's just a front that she's running things, but she really isn't, because they kind of, pushed her to the side. I don't know if this is 100% true or not, but this is what I'm hearing. That she was under investigation for a whole nother case of trying to set up, somebody that, college kid or something like that. So this is getting really, really deep, that things are coming out like this. Because that means a lot. If she's under investigation for trying to set up a good person that ain't even out here in the streets, then what would you do for a person that's out here in the streets? And, you're working with millions of dollars and you're working with their ops. Because it's a lot of stuff seems like it's being covered. And they started off from the top lying about this. Just like Mo3. When Mo3 was taken out on that expressway, the first story, the very first news story that came out was a lie. They said it was some serial hitter, that this was, Yellow's cousin, and they showed a picture of somebody that had nothing to do with Mo3's case. It just started off from the top lies. And it seems as if, and I'm not trying to be petty, but it seems as if the news people have ties to this as well, because the news people talk about Makeda's more than they talk about Dolph. They're seeming like they're promoting the Makedas instead of talking about the case and things like that. They seem like they've been trying to cover up for the Makedas ever since it started. Just a lot of lies, y'all. A lot of lies. And it seemed like they wanted more attention to this. At the same time, they wanted the attention to be, once everybody's attention was on this case, and I think what really brought a lot of people's attention to this case that had, that probably wouldn't have been on this case was that money. They said that, Dolph's baby mama put up $500,000. Y'all heard this. Then y'all heard she put up $1 million. What happened to that, y'all? Or was that all a game so this would get so much attention? Everybody trying to figure it out. Everybody this, everybody that. And at the same time, everybody's trying to figure it out. You're paying bloggers. They're paying bloggers. They're all into it, into this whole little scam together to, control the narrative. Control everything everybody's saying at the same time. Some don't seem right about this whole thing, y'all. And then when it get down to the wire and, the marshals and the feds is actually looking for somebody, then the police come out and say, oh, it's a $15,000 reward. What happened to the other money? And who put out them first lies, y'all? So everybody would flock to this. Who put that out? It seems as if authorities, crooked authorities was working with this woman all along and working with the Makedas and working with CMG. Because how can Soulja Boy put out a video saying he gonna take somebody out? This person gets taken out, and then now all these pictures is popping up with Soulja Boy and even the hitter that tried to take Dolph out before, the Keon guy. Soulja Boy is hanging out with a lot of people that has ties to this case. And nobody's picking him up. Nobody's saying anything about it. Why is everything so secretive? Is this a cover-up? And is this cover-up, about that bag that you see on this picture right here? That bag of money. $100 million can spread a lot of ways. Think about it, y'all. People are saying now that there were cops on the scene. when Dolph was taken out. They were already there. Was this money split in a lot of ways? Was people paid off? And did Key Glock just get out of that, left hand with his part? Did he go cuff and put his little rest of his part of the money up? And now he wants to pop back on the scene and, be on some clout chase stuff and make some more money by putting out some new music and throwing subliminal messages. Then there, people are posting. I didn't even look at the videos, but people were out. When you scan through your little thing, people were saying that Key Glock is sending messages to other CMG, the ops of Dolph. He's sending messages to them. But is this all a front, y'all? Because we already know that hip hop is majority of fake beef. Majority of fake beef all the time. It's just like T.I. and Boosie's son keep arguing. T.I. and Boosie are friends, y'all. They were at that meeting. That last meeting that Mo3 had in Houston. So why would they sons be beefing now? It's just a lot of they hang out at each other for parties, all kind of stuff. I think it's T.I.'s son he's beefing with. If it ain't T.I.'s son, it's somebody else's son. But they still all in the same circle. It's a bunch of lies. Bunch of lies, y'all. It is a shame where hip-hop has went to. One of my subscribers, they was like, let's bring back the R&B stars because this hip-hop stuff is just not where it's at anymore. It's not. And it should be completely banned off the radios and everything else. If it does not have a positive message to it, it needs to be banned. If it's dissing anybody, if it's, talking about somebody that's demise, all of that. This music should not be streamed. It should not be played. And maybe, these worthless artists would just go somewhere and disappear. Let's keep going, y'all. Was Dolph locked in, y'all? That's a very important question. This one right here has been lying from the start. Everything she says, she lies. She is the mouthpiece of her family. She's the mouthpiece. She's out in these streets. She's been in adult entertainment business. She's, around radio station stuff. She's been around. She talked to a lot of, street associates. She know everything that's going on in the streets. She knew that Yo Gotti and Black Youngster was Dolph's enemies. And she chased Dolph out to the car so that she can post on her social media another clout chasing move so she can fit in. He comes here all the time, every time he's in town. That's a key sentence right there, y'all. That's a key sentence. Anybody that wants him, come to Makeda's. Because he's definitely going to pop up here. Now she's on a radio. Now she's not a radio, but she's on a YouTube channel with somebody named Scope. That they want to pretend like they just met each other. And they've been she's been back and forth on this man's page way before Dolph was taken out. She has ties to the Dallas people. She's been making money making money off of this whole thing ever since it started. Remember Mo 3, y'all? When Mo 3 was taken out, it was about the clothes and the music. Remember? Oh, he passed away in my outfit. And then the outfit, then they wanted to show about this guy's clothing line. And then all of this stuff, okay? And then new artists popping up and people moving up in rank. Same thing with Dolph. Except instead of outfits, it's cookies. She's making money off the cookies off of this whole incident. Then the music comes into play. Now she has an artist. Same artist that they claim is running around here with Dolph's jewelry on. The same artist that they claim was on the scene when Dolph was taken out. The same artist that's car was outside on the scene. Same artist that's on the camera in the store next door, the dollar store. Make it make sense, y'all. Because this screams that this all was a setup by the same circle of people. Key Glock was the key. He's the one that could tell them Dolph's location. Dolph didn't have to call the cookie shop and tell the cookie shop that he was on his way. When he got Key Glock in his corner, Key Glock is the key. And only thing that, he had to keep doing is pretending like him and Straight Drop them ain't friends no more. But are they? Y'all ask yourself this question. If Straight Drop talks and really tell the truth, is he gonna throw Key Glock under the bus? Because this is very important, because Key Glock been doing business with these guys. He been doing songs with Black Youngster. He's friends with the hitter that's locked up. Was Dolph even paying for his own demise? Ask yourself this question. If Dolph was putting money in Key Glock's pockets, did Key Glock help get Straight Drop out of jail so that Straight Drop could drop Dolph? Ask yourself this question. Who all was kept bonding Straight Drop out every time that he go to jail? Who had the money? Was Dolph talking a little too much? And if you're working with $100 million, you already have your own record label. Why do you have to buy into Empire? Just let Empire do them and you continue to do what you are doing, because what you were doing already, you didn't need Empire. So was Dolph a good businessman as everybody's saying he was? Or was he just a money-making machine? And people just waited till he got a nice amount that they can all split it up and get him out the way. Y'all got to remember there were several attempts on this man. Okay? And he rapped about, y'all didn't get me with 100 shots or something like that. Okay, I didn't listen to the whole song. But if he rapped about this, he was teasing in their face like, okay, y'all still didn't get me. 50 times you hit at me, then 100 times you hit at me, and you didn't get anywhere. Which brings you back to Makeda's. And people saying, why there? Why not there? If you set this whole thing up, look what Makeda stood to gain. A little rinky-dink hole in the wall, little, cookie shop is now on everybody's mouth. They still have up their GoFundMe. It's still up, y'all. This is what I'm hearing. It's still up. They're still collecting money. She's running from page to page promoting cookies now. Smiling and laughing. Don't look like she's heard about what happened to Dolph the least little bit. Not the least. She's promoting her artists. And you want to say, what did they have to gain from this? Why the cookie shop? If you get Dolph inside that cookie shop and he got the ring, you got to ring a bell to let him out. Shouldn't that bell be going off in your head right now? That was the spot to get him to. So he could not get away. And he wasn't behind no, he wasn't in his car that was fixed up to take hits like that. This was just a rinky dink little spot with glass, all glass up. I'm wondering now, is there a lock on that other door, that white door from the inside, to keep him from running in there? But if it's not, we already hearing that the first hit came from the inside, which makes all the sense. They set it off and the rest come up and pretend on the camera that they put up 2 weeks before, so it can look like the people on the outside did it, and you can get a good clear shot of their hats, so you can see they had the pro hats on, so that when the news hit and everybody's talking about the $500,000 reward money, all of this was going to bring attention to this whole thing. They were going to do this bigger than Dallas this time. And look at the people that you had, the masterminds behind it. You got Trap. You got the Riddler. You got Baby. Look at all these people that you got surrounding this whole thing. You got Straight Drop. You got a doctor, another doctor, like I told y'all about. Mom 3 had his doctor too, Dr. Rose. They got their doctor, Dr. Moore. Okay? Which makes things look more legit when you add the doctors in there. It makes it look as if it's just street stuff. It don't have nothing to do with nothing else. The covering up in the first place makes it look suspicious anyway. The covering up. If you can come and give updates on the court dates and you can give updates on all of this stuff on the news, then why not give an update on why the camera footage wasn't released? Ask yourself those questions. This tells you this will cover up, and it's higher ups that's helping cover this up. And like I said, the news people, they're doing more coverage on the Makedas than they're talking about them more than they're talking about Dolph. And he was the big time artist that was taken out. But they're doing more promoting for the cookie shop, which shows you that they all have ties. Like I told y'all, this girl went to school. Maurice went to school. College stuff, okay, y'all? Dr. Kia Moore and them went to the same school. They are tied through fraternities, okay, y'all? This is why the cover-up comes in. This is where it comes in. Okay? The same thing that's going on in Dallas, the cover-ups, that people are tied together. And the Eastern Stars and all of this stuff, they're tied. Okay? The police officer that kept showing up to all of, Bubba scenes and all of this stuff. All of this, y'all. All of this comes into play. Let's keep going, y'all. So, what's going on with Skull, y'all? Okay? Because I'm hearing some things about this guy. Now, the cat is out the bag. We all know that Skull and Raven been knowing each other for the longest, okay? They ties Dallas and Memphis together. Skull, Trap, all of these people that were running back and forth and this and that, they all tie Memphis and Dallas together. So now they're saying that Skull is ratting people out. That he's playing both sides. Okay, y'all? This message, this post right here is saying, okay, that Skull is giving information. Okay? He's giving information out to authorities. Now, is this information legit, y'all? Because if he's been a plant from the start, then how can they even listen to Skull? Because Skull been pretending like he ain't even been knowing Raven. But they have. Remember when I told y'all people were planted on that expressway from O3 so that they could talk to the authorities and send the police off and tell them something totally different when it really was a whole nother thing? They wanted to make it look as if, baby mama got jealous. I mean, the baby daddy got jealous of the girl that was messing with Mo3 and blah, blah, blah. They wanted to make this all look one way when it was totally something else. A full-blown setup from movie people to his management and everything. It was a full-blown setup. But just like Trap said, he controls the traffic. He was rapping about that before Mo3 was taken out. So the people that were planning out there, that were talking to the police and leaving statements, they were plants. We all see now that Skull is a plant. Okay? That him and Raven has been knowing each other for months and months and months before Dolph was taken out. When I already told y'all, Skull don't have a brain, y'all. So when you're talking to Skull, it's like talking to Rain Man. He's the college guy that likes to, put the mystery into it, okay? So if Raven is talking to Skull, it's just like she's talking to Rain Man. He's schooling her on what to do, what to say, how everything was supposed to go in motion. So this is not a surprise that she put up them cameras 2 weeks before Dolph came into town. They hired a new employee 2 weeks before Dolph came into town. And like I said, did they put that buzzer in there 2 weeks before Dolph came into town? Because if she put that buzzer in there 2 weeks before Dolph came into town, this was all set up to take Dolph out and for him to not get out of that store. That was well thought out. To put that buzzer in there, that he has to be buzzed out. If you got to be buzzed out and somebody's on the outside hitting at you, you ain't got no choice but you just... When she say he was assassinated, she wasn't lying. He was. By them. So this is what's coming out now. This message saying that, Skull is playing both sides. He is talking to them people. Is Skull putting his life in danger by thinking he being slick right now? Dolph has a lot of fans, y'all. And believe it or not, I keep telling y'all Mo3 do too. But Mo3 fans are different. They kicking back, waiting for the right time. Okay? They're waiting for the right time. Because these boys in Dallas, they've been moving a lot differently. Okay? And Lord knows, Trap is scared to go anywhere by himself anymore. He's all booted up now. Okay, y'all? With his vest on and all his stuff when he moving around. And his 1,000 cars of people following him around because he's scared. Okay, y'all? He done stepped in some stuff that could easily backfire on him. Okay? Right now. Things are coming out. And y'all already know Yellow hiding out. Okay? His family is keeping a tight little hold on him. Because they don't want him out too much. Because they know everybody is on him. Believe it or not. They just haven't had the right time for him. And now, it's Skull in the mix, y'all. Have Skull put a target on his head by defending the Makedas. Ask yourself this question. Have he done put himself in the midst of some stuff now? And he's playing both sides. He's trying to act like he's talking to the police, the ABC boys. This message is clearly saying that Sko is giving information to the ABC boys. But is he lying to them? Because he clearly is protecting the Makedas. He's clearly protecting them. He go to bats on his page for the Makedas. Y'all see all the pictures of him running back and forth to Memphis now and taking pictures with the Makedas. And then at the same time, he's giving information to the feds. So did they all conjure sit down and think about all of this? Well, I give the feds this and blah, 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 blah. Because some people were saying that, they're setting up Straight Drop. They're, just throwing him under the bus. But the thing that I don't get is, how can you set up somebody and he's tied to y'all? Because he gonna tell on y'all too. So what's in store for Straight Drop, y'all? Do they plan on him not even making it to a court case or whatever? Because how can you possibly be turning information in on him when he know all y'all tied too? Something ain't right about this picture, y'all. Something is definitely not right about this whole little thing, y'all. Okay. So, I've been telling y'all from the start that Trap is involved with both cases. He befriended both of these guys, and he backdoored both of these guys. So, like I told you, it's not no wonder that he didn't come to the funeral. Why would he if he's a part of it? This is a post that Bebe, okay? I told y'all Bebe was an inside person, okay? And Bebe think that he's in the clear, but you's about to be backdoored too, okay? He's about to get backdoored, y'all. Because I'm hearing so much about Bebe. They are saying that he's a super snake. And they gonna get to him, to touch him, okay? Bebe sent this to Trap. Happy bag day to my guy. Thank you all. Thank you, always keeping it solid. Wishing you many more. Happy birthday. So, I told y'all, Bebe been a big fan of background dance. That's why Mo3 was looking at him like that when he was trying to blackball Mo3 and wouldn't play Mo3's music, because he is in Trap's pocket. Okay? Trap got him right in the back pocket. Bebe. So he didn't need to come to the Dolph's funeral, because Bebe was going to come back and give his report to Trap on what all went down at the funeral and who was there and what they was talking about and all this. Okay? I've been telling y'all these guys work together for the longest. I've been telling you this. And this is proof that these guys always been working together. Mo3 did not have a chance in Dallas. If I was Mo3's family member when Mo3 was alive, I would have got my baby out of Dallas and told him to never look back. Don't come back to Dallas. If you want to help somebody, it's nothing but a cash app away if you want to help somebody in Dallas. But Mo3 should have never been in Dallas, especially after he started hitting it big and he was getting all of these threats on his family and this and that. I would have told my baby to go move out of town, drop everybody that was around him, especially Rain. And I would have told him not to look back. He had the money to go start up somewhere else. All he had to do was get another manager to, line up shows for him. His name was already out there. He didn't need to go to Yo Gotti's team. And his contract was about to be up with Empire. All he had to do was go somewhere and let that contract expire. If Mo3 would have just sit for 7 more days somewhere else and that contract would have been up with Empire, I do believe that Mo3 would have still been alive. If that contract would have expired and the Riddler could not collect on that insurance policy. That's all he had to do. But in that 7 days that his contract was about to expire, his manager had him mingling with the ops more than he ever had. More than he ever had. He didn't deal with these guys. Even his manager, Rain, said that Mo3 didn't like to work with people. If Mo3 didn't like to work with people, then why was he working with so many ops the night before he was taken out? Ask yourself this question. And who talked him into it? And there's your answer on who set Mo3 up. His manager. Allegedly, y'all. Okay? These guys are cutthroat. And this is all they're about. Is snaking each other. This is all it's about. Anyway, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you so much for watching. Peace.